progress, you mean genetic experimentation recipes, demonic incantations, and what Strange here thinks is some sort of, wait for it, Lilith fanfiction Faustus wrote in a 10,000-year-old dead language.
Ancient Atlantean.
Then sure. Tons.
I actually speak a little Atlantean.
Tio mile os episis?
But I did find this.
A hole?
We think it's a shipping facility. Or smuggling. Faustus may have been a demented loon, but the man kept some pretty detailed records.
Possibly for stealing. From me.
Via the hole.
Let me guess. That's why I'm here.
Well, given the nocturnal and clandestine nature of this operation, as well as your experience in dealing with subterranean affairs.
I'll bet. Ever wonder why you people only come to me for the dirty work?
Because you are a vampire? You sleep in the actual dirt? Or a coffin?
I mean, there's sort of a point buried in there. Sorry.
Let's go.
Everything by the numbers. I'm ready when you are. We'll cut through that encryption in no time. I'm not gonna sleep well after reading this. Let's crunch the numbers. Now we know what they're up to. The question is, what are we gonna do about it? Tony might take all the credit for this thing, but just imagine where we'd be right now without Ada Lovelace. Pick your target, Hunter. Let us do this. Fire. Pick a bad guy. Any. Bye.
Told you there'd be trouble crossing Caretaker.
Checking out a big dark hole in the ground does not excite you.
Hunter.
Repetition builds insight and instinct.
Combing through Faustus's twisted ramblings wasn't the easiest job in the world, but Captain Marvel did manage to find a spot of particular interest to the late Doctor.
Big hole.
Big horde of Hydra.
Think we finally found out how they're smuggling artifacts out of the sanctum.
Good. Then there must be a way to smuggle ourselves inside. Let me guess. Stealth not your style?
I'm a vampire, remember? We invented stealth.
You might want to tell that to them.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Consider it done.
If you're done showing off, why don't you move on Hydra and put an end to their artifact smuggling operation for good?
No problem.
Let's try this. I fully intend to make this as miserable as possible for you. Fair warning.
We've got one of the artifacts.
search for wealth and power with just a tinge of fascism. Hydra will never change.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Never seen that before. I'll put this to good use.
Let me show you the way. Just what this battle requires.
Never surrender!
You had your chances.
For victory! Daring to wear me down.
Our belts are responding.
According to our thermal scan, this hole branches from here across the entire city. What the hell was Faustus doing down here?
Would have to ask Crossbones. Let us see if they have an answer for this. It is time.
The hunter's legend flows before our very eyes.
Trucks were just the beginning. Secure the area and head to the source. The gigantic glowing hole Hydra drilled under our noses.
Watch me. I am impressed. No more.
Just imagine if we had time for practice. A moment of preparation. cannot possibly match your strength. Who's next? Impressive. Hydra Immortalis! Follow my lead! A shot. You will regret ever facing me.
Hydra has always sought power from the occult, but this feels different. It's one thing to steal artifacts, but this entire setup feels like distribution center. But distribution to where?
My mother is involved, nowhere good.
Then I'm betting it somehow involves Banner.
The light will heal you. Appreciate it. Your time is come. I don't have magic healing. Hail that. Now that was something. Your fate is sealed.
You've done it. Excellent work.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Better not be a Fire Dragoon lair. Hydra's been busy.
Whatever the hell they're doing down here. It smells wicked. Remind you of something?
The Sanctum. Back door?
Gonna say yes.
Serve our mother. We await the return of the Midnight Sun. We hate interlopers and their little brains.
I would have preferred the Fire Dragoon.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down. Fairly certain we found out how Hydra is getting the artifacts out of the Sanctum. I'm also fairly certain that I hate this guy. Let's see if we can't shut him up.
Come closer, little vampire. Feed our eternal hunger with your eternal blood. We shall feast upon your brain forever.
Can honestly say I've never heard that one before.
This will be your undoing. responsibility of Sorcerer Supreme with great ease, Doctor.
Watch closely. The light shines on the most dutiful.
They'll be shot with a sign upon you. Prepare yourself.
All who serve Lilith will fall.
Watch and learn, my friend.
We'll eat you first. We will crack your tiny bones. Stand here. I can't get loose! That hurts.
That door of his may be our best bet at getting through to the Sanctum and finally taking the fight to Lilith.
Smells like fresh meat. Surface meat. So much better than sewer meat. Sweet, sweet surface meat.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll let us through if we just ask nicely.
hoped for a challenge. You're back. Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend. You're stronger already. You were too weak for this fight. The light is on our side. The advantage is mine.
On order, moving into position.
Hydra would make a far easier meal than us, monster.
Yes, but underneath the crunchy shell, the meat is spoiled. Mother's blood makes them strong. It sours and flavor. So much I'm liking.
Well, that put me off my lunch.
Let's give it a go. Leave some for the rest of us. Your mother abandoned you. I am impressed.
Soon we eat. Over there.
I have spotted enemy reinforcements.
There is no end to Hydra's reinforcements, even down here in the sewers. Deal with them if they are in the way. But Venom is the priority.
Food should not play with other food, especially when we are hungry. you.
Watch close. A gift from ancient traditions.
Still smell your every move.
A moment. This one won't bother us again. Prepare yourselves. An impressive effort. All right.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Hey, Van Helsing! If you're gonna do something, now's the time!
Hang on, Dracula. This one's gonna hurt.
Purge that monstrosity! No!
Within the darkness.
Return to me, child.
Must not heed the call.
You cannot escape our destiny.
I thought Venom's breath was bad.
It is.
You know I'm kidding, don't you, Charlie? How long was I out?
Days.
What happened?
Before or after you exploded.
The collar.
Still intact. Though I'll admit, when Agatha and I first made it for you, we didn't anticipate the need to withstand alien energy.
Felt like more than that. As if
Thankfully, the Venom creature didn't seem to like it either. Ran off through that gate of his, which is why Blade was able to get you home.
next time I will send that thing straight into the abyss.
Next time, there will be no next time. I know I've been pushing things hard. Pushing you.
That's what you do.
Maybe not on this run. At least until we find a way to counteract the volatile
effect of these compounding alien and mystic energies. Which reminds me, Strange and Stark have been chomping at the bit to come see you. Which, of course, I would not allow.
Hope you were not too rough on them.
Me? Of course not. Though I can't speak for Charlie. Still, wouldn't hurt to show your face around here when you're ready. People are starting to worry.
Tell me about it.
Why are you smiling?
Because you're dead. Hangman.
Damn it.
No offense, Hunter, but you suck. I couldn't have come up with an easier answer.
The irony of a Dampier telling me that I suck is not lost on me, Eric.
Hey, Keep it down, or this game isn't the only thing you'll be losing tonight.
Is that why you brought me here? Tell me how much I suck at parlor games?
Actually, I'm here to tell you how much you don't suck. You're turning out to be one of my favorite people, and I don't like people.
Well, we have a lot in common. For instance, we both like to spend our time stabbing things with swords and stakes.
Only if they deserve to die.
Lucky for us, there are a lot of demonic creatures walking the earth who deserve that fate these days.
And even luckier for you, you're not one of them. Been a while since I've had someone to lean on who handles their inner demons with as much swagger as you do. You remind me of this guy I used to work with, Hannibal King. He knew how to walk the line between good and evil without falling off, not unlike you.
Sounds like another kindred spirit.
He was. Man, was he one lousy vampire. But I guess you have to be a lousy vampire to be a good vampire detective.
Vampire detective? That is a first.
We worked together to track down the vamp who killed my mother, Deacon Frost. He didn't have to help me, but he did. Proves that even the baddest of the bad can still have a heart, even if it's not beating. Resisting succumbing to your own darkness takes a shitload of willpower. I'm proud of you for resisting yours. Just don't fall off the wagon.
What happens if I do?
Then I'll just have to kill you, just like I killed my mentor Jamal.
You never told me what happened with that.
Well, here's the abridged version. Dracula turned Jamal into a Class A Nosferatu, and I had no choice but to put him down. Hardest thing I ever had to do. But mark my words, Hunter. If you ever go 100% evil on me, I won't think twice about taking you out too.
I would do the same for you, you know.
What do you mean?
If you ever became a danger to others, I would stake you in a heartbeat.
Well, let's hope it never comes down to that. Already lost enough friends that way. Don't want to lose another.
And here is to not killing each other.
I'll drink to that. Oh, and Hunter, this blood's for you.
And you are certain it will hold?
We wouldn't be standing here if I wasn't. You take focus on the creature. I will worry about the color.
Haven't really seen Blade since he got back from the sewer.
Carrying Hunter home on his back.
He's still outside.
Being extra broody.
Maybe you should talk with him.
Good idea. I'll go with you if you like.
All I'm saying is the tower's lost. We're no closer to breaking through Slimerama's sanctum shield. And our exalted chosen one just woke up and is listening to our every word. It's great to see you on your feet again, boss.
Where is Blade?
Glad to see you back on your feet again. Strange and I tried to stop by for a little house call while you were out, but turns out your dog is part flamethrower.
She is very protective.
That's one word for it. Listen, I know you're probably hearing all sorts of comments after your last tangle with Venom. For what it's worth, we both just wanted to say that we don't think you should get within 50 light years of that thing until we sort out what the hell's going on between you two.
This venom creature stands between me and the prophecy. Destiny demands he fall by my hand.
Seems like Destiny's hit list just keeps on growing for you. How about you let some of us other heroes slay a mystical dragon or two? Look, Strange and I have been studying pieces of that symbiote ever since this nightmare began. Problem is, the further they get from the source, the more their molecular structure changes, which basically renders them useless to us. In zombie movie terms, I need a sample from Patient Zero. The old slimeball himself.
Venom.
Or Eddie, if you talk to Peter. Either way, that's our guy. We get a sample from him, somehow maintain its molecular integrity long enough for Strange and I to poke around at it, and, well, we're in business.
Could you not just laser him and end the problem for good?
Oh, everyone's a scientist these days. Look, I know this thing has given you a proverbial, if not actual, black eye or two lately. But don't forget, there's a man underneath all that monster. I don't take my lasering lightly. Besides, it wouldn't work anymore. We've hit that thing with the best that technology and magic has to offer, and it just keeps coming back for more. We need to understand what makes it tick to stop it. Not to mention keep you from blowing up again anytime soon.
On that, I agree.
Good. Calling it my symbiote sample for you. Hey, I ran out of backgrounds, okay? Stage 1 in stopping our symbiote nightmare once and for all. Meet me over by the old anvil over there and get started. Oh, you're not afraid of needles, right?
Needles?
Forget I asked. Can you pretty please get the sleep?
I'm sure I'm not the first person to inquire on this fine morning, but seeing as how you did explode in what I describe as a most spectacular fashion, any side effects I should know about? Headache? Blurred vision? Urge to murder us all?
Oh, I am feeling the urge to murder now.
You do? Need to alert caretaker. We should be monitoring you. You're putting me on, aren't you?
Well, I am the hunter after all.
Of course you are. Who would you be without your ever-turning urge to kill? But, in all seriousness, I hope you feel comfortable enough to disclose any medical conditions you may be experiencing now. We can't, in good conscience, send you back into battle against Hydra if you're not in tip-top condition.
I am not comfortable disclosing any medical conditions with you, Doctor.
See? Well, I won't force you to confide in me, Hunter. But I'm here if you change your mind. Is there anything else I can help you with? Any burning philosophical questions about the universe you need answering?
I should take my leave. There is much to do.
Yes, there is. Just don't push yourself too hard. You are, after all, still part human.
Oh, you are gonna love this. So, what did you have in mind? All right, here's the plan. I'll hit this thing with the big hammer, and you transform it into something useful.
That's all I can expect of your contribution, then? No materials analysis, no tactical proof. I look forward to hearing how this fares in combat.
This forge fire is something special. Nope.
Your power has certainly grown.
Later.
Let's do this.
This'll make a difference.
I think we've got something for everyone.
My lucky day, huh? Let's do it.
Now may the Sorcerer Supreme assist you. Thank you, Hunter. This will be easy.
Tony is working. What have you got for me, boss? Start the coil construction process. How's that for quality workmanship? Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close. Ready when you are, Hunter.
Does this meet your specifications?
All right, now we're talking. Ooh, I can picture Hydra turning tail already. This should give you a boost. All right, now we're talking.
Your craftsmanship must be improving, Tony.
Good day, Hunter.
Until next time.
Back again. We need any advantage we can get. I like to stay on the cutting edge.
New and improved.
See you around.
What you did was risky, and it paid off. Don't look.
You walked away and then...
We're missing something, Hunter. The frustrating thing is it's happening right in front of us.
Where?
Sanctum is filthy with Hydra. Too many of them. Wouldn't take many guards to secure the building. So the question is, what else are they doing in there?
Even without seeing what is going on in there, I know it is bad.
Strange's Sanctum is too big of a prize for my mother to let it sit idle.
I could spend too much time speculating about what's happening in there. We need evidence. And to get that, we need that sample from Venom. We have to get past that barrier.
The list of problems continues to grow longer.
Well, we're not here for the easy stuff. Go up against Venom. Gonna get some scars.
All in a day's work. you soon.
Another project?
I gave this one an extra magical oomph. I suspect this will level the playing field a bit. So, do you have much experience with smithing? Perhaps you should put your suit on for this. Where did... This should prove useful. Farewell.
I wanted to apologize. I'm afraid I came off a bit cold when we last spoke.
I thought giving a cold shoulder was part of your plan.
If I wanted to turn you into a popsicle, I could. But that is not my intention.
So you are speaking literally.
That's a conversation that will have to wait.
I see you are still hesitant in sharing parts of yourself.
I'm not trying to keep secrets, but I don't want to alarm anyone.
Why would it be alarming?
Hypothetically speaking, how would you feel if others learned that you could cause a hurricane if you became too upset?
I would almost feel unstoppable.
But you have to remember that power comes with a cost. As a leader, the last thing I want is for my team to think I am unable to keep myself under control.
Are you not tired of suppressing yourself?
No. Having control keeps everyone safe. Let's leave it at that. I go into detail, but...
You do not trust me yet.
Keep doing what you're doing, and I'm sure we'll get there.
something.
I am envious of your ability to wield a sword.
What can I say? It comes easily.
Ready to work?
A wise choice. This will do.
All right then.
Target, Hunter. If we had some rookies, I'd say send them out for the experience. But I think we're past that. One tough cookie, Hunter. Biscotti level tough.
Biscotti?
Teeth-breaking Tony kind of cookie.
If only I was more teeth-breaking with venom.
Yeah, not your best moment, but it wasn't a total bust. We learned that it takes more than an energy blast straight from hell to wipe you out.
True.
And that blade? He's an asset.
You are the real asset, Carol. You always seem to have my back.
I'd say it's all part of a day's work, but really, it's nice to hear. Outside the mission stuff, I gotta say, I had my doubts about Blade. The brooding vibe, the sunglasses indoors, his lack of preference between a Chicago style versus New York, which is just plain wrong. But the more I see him in action, the more I think he might be an okay dude.
You've just never seen his dark side. It is easy to see the good in people. We have not seen the bad.
As a rule, I try not to assume the absolute worst about my teammates. And neither should you. Anyway, I wanted to ask how you were, and it turned into a full-blown cooler talk. Better get back to work before the boss notices. Catch you later.
Hunter?
Heard about the explosion. Glad you're okay. Yeah, something tells me it won't be the spontaneous combustion you'll encounter.
Heard about the explosion, Hunter. No shame in it. We've all been caught by a boom before. Did Eddie Brock make it out? He likes to try and kill me, but I don't think that's just his...
Ah, I see. I hear I owe you my thanks.
You know, when you were resurrected, I was sure you would be able to overcome the darkness inside you.
What do you think now?
I'm beginning to think I was right. You are your mother's kid, all right. No escaping that.
There is nothing wrong with who I am or how I entered this world.
If you are mortal, I'd agree, but you aren't. You're a demon, a half-breed like me. I know the battle you're having with yourself every day, because I fight the same one. Thing is, I'm getting the feeling you're about to surrender. You were crying out for your mother, calling out her name like a lost kid at a theme park, while all this crazy-ass dark energy was swirling around your body, almost taking it over. I was so sure you were about to fall that I didn't leave your side. Surprised you came to with the light still in your eyes.
I'm surprised you scare so easily.
I'm not the one who should be scared. You're on the edge, Hunter. Fear might be the one thing that keeps you from falling off.
I would appreciate you not sharing what you witnessed with the rest of the team.
I don't plan to. It's not mine to share. I'll leave that to you.
Reports from all 5 boroughs. More Hydra troopers with fangs. Talk about making a bad thing worse.
I've tried tracking down what they're up to.
Find anything?
Nothing that can still speak.
I may know somebody who can help.
No offense. This isn't exactly friendly neighborhood stuff. Not sure your contacts would be much help.
He's not that friendly.
Who?
He's also not one of the bad guys.
Who exactly?
A physician of sorts. Look, do you want to figure this out or not?
located the doctor. I hope he's feeling cooperative.
I think we're all on the same page here. Common enemy, the greater good. Everyone gets it, right?
Of course.
We'll see.
Doesn't look like much to me. I'll put this to good use. I got your back.
Is this what you had hoped for?
Okay, that was pretty cool.
It's on.
Getting better every day.
I smell.
Damn if I don't hate fanatics. Give him a hand.
Regroup and await reinforcements.
These things are hardly worthy of being classified as vampires. Not that I'm overly protective of the title.
That didn't stop you from feeding on them.
You know as well as I do, Blade. You're thirst, I hunger. We can only fight it for so long.
Some of us have tried harder than others.
Oh, you think I haven't tried to end this?
I think you don't mind that you failed.
I have surmounted one challenge after another just to reach this point.
I know what you've been trying to do since your turn, and it has no.
When my blood fails me, I have no choice but to feed. That doesn't mean I can't change at all.
Hate to break up the moment, but you should probably deal with the bad guys, right? I won't let you down this time.
understand about me.
Almost feel like I'm intruding here, but I'm glad you're working out your issues. Try this on for size. And I'm good. You know, you're pretty good at this. I think that's gonna leave a mark.
They're mine. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
We should have approached this with more caution.
Ready for some hero work? I'm here if you need me.
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
I will see it then.
So, you want to check out what Parker and I have been working on?
Lead the way.
I can't wait till you see it. Hey, you made it! Told you. You want to give the rundown, or should I? I got this. Welcome to the shop.
What is this place?
For me, it's a piece of home away from home.
There must be a reason you do this here instead of the forge.
Two reasons: Tony Stark and Doctor Strange. We wanted a place with good vibes and less bickering. Where we could focus on a project without the smartest men in the world telling us how to do it better. Shop is where you work things out for yourself.
I understand why the two of you are here, but why invite me?
Caretaker always described you as someone who worked with their hands. You made things. You did the work. So we want to make things with you. Help you do the work.
You two are so thoughtful. Where do I start?
Wherever you want. Why not let Parker give you a quick rundown on our current project? After that, we'll close up the shop.
All right.
It's all pretty neat, huh? There's not enough here to give you a tour, but I did want to show off our first project. Now that we know Wanda's a threat, you'll need an edge if you face her again.
What kind of edge?
Nothing that involves her coming to harm. We're looking at ways to protect you from her abilities.
How is that possible?
Our first prototype keeps you connected to the real world in case Wanda alters it around you.
Like an anchor, tethering me to reality?
Exactly. If Wanda alters your reality, our second prototype alters it back. Robbie got the idea from his spirit of vengeance. I think the prototype is powered by Hellfire, so best not to jostle it.
Like a button I press to reset her alterations? Or a broadcast interfering with her own transmission?
Perfect. You got it. Then we need to miniaturize it so it fits in your suit. But we can have it ready pretty quick.
I look forward to seeing it in action.
I knew you'd be into this. We are going to make so many weird things together. Oh yeah, I can scrounge enough components to finish this project, but if there were more, we'd have more options. I'll put together a list and send it to your Spark. Bring what you can next time you're here.
All right.
Huh. So, how'd it turn out?
Better than expected.
Sick.
That's about it. I'm going to stick around and work on this.
So, that's the shop. What do you think?
You and Parker have outdone yourselves.
Then think of what the three of us can do. I'll give you a heads up before shop class meets again.
Shop class?
Right. That's what we're doing tonight. See you then. Parker, you sticking around? You're asking me.
Fine, speak. The legend walks among us.
It's hard fighting the Emperor. I thanked you for bringing me back with you, right? I know we're here because people are in danger, but I have to admit I'm a little excited.
Space can be a little isolating.
Yes? I never wanted to leave the Midnight Sun.
Caretaker told me not to pop. Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
Feels like we're in basic training for two.
I appreciate the time.
One thing you and I have in common, we both know death ain't a predicament. I mean, you straight up resurrected.
It's every kid's dream come true. A real life club.
Hello, Hunter.
Are you worried about what is happening to the Sanctum?
I try to keep those thoughts roped away from my own sanity. I am definitely afraid of what Lilith is doing in there. I don't think she hijacked my home just so she could rifle through my sock drawers.
How do you do it?
Do what?
Balance both light and dark magic without becoming overwhelmed with one or the other.
Yes, I am rather well-rounded in my magical gifts, aren't I? I suppose I see magic as a tool. I use magic, but it doesn't use me. Just remember, you don't need to go pure dark or pure light unless you want to. There is room for everyone's own unique path.
Do you really think we will be able to halt the prophecy?
Halt? No, unfortunately not. Prophecies are stubborn things.
So you do not believe I can change mine?
Anything we do would be like dropping a rock in a stream. We might stop it or divert it for a bit, but the relief would only be temporary. This prophecy will come true, one way or another. Have an unusual day.
Caretaker, you all right?
That's what I wanted to ask you. I know you're on your feet and seem fine after that explosion with Venom. But I know all too well from experience that sometimes the worst injuries are not visible to the naked eye. So, please tell me, Hunter, are you actually as fine as you seem this morning? Or should I be worried?
Now that I am ready to return to the battlefield, it is our enemies you should be worried about.
Glad to hear it. Although I hope you do know you don't have to front with me. If you are suffering in any way, if anything is wrong, it's not weak to ask for help.
There is nothing wrong. I feel strong.
if you say so. Well, I guess I should stop fussing over you and go see what horrors Hydra has in store for us today. As you were, Hunter.
Goddess disagrees. If it was here, Autumn would show me. Autumn must not see it that way. There must not be anything here. Autumn does not answer. Autumn thinks otherwise. There must not be anything here. Autumn thinks otherwise. Autumn, show me. must not see it that way. The goddess must be busy. If it was here, Autumn would show me. Must not be her purpose. Taker hardly spoken. I like to imagine my father was a great hero. Spirit protected these woods.
I should have known you'd wind up here eventually. You were somehow always here as a child.
If only I had known him. Still, you masked even this for me. My own father's grave.
It wasn't you I was hiding it from. I've been making a lot of apologies to you lately. Now, don't mean that much. But I am sorry, Hunter. Lilith's relationship with her father went against our ways, our purpose, or so I believed at the time. It was the Elder Gods themselves who first breathed life into us. Human notions like falling in love couldn't possibly be part of their plan.
And then you met Agatha.
If only I'd realized it sooner, I might have been a little kinder towards him, especially at the end.
What happened?
A great sickness came upon this area just before you were born. Your father was one of the first to fall.
With all your power, the two of you, you could not save him?
Lilith was a gifted healer. This was no ordinary plague. The corruption went beyond his physical body. In the end, there was nothing we could do.
What did Lilith do?
She did what anyone would have done. She grieved. But in her grief, she lost herself, and her grief turned into anger.
Is that when you took me from her?
It wasn't long after that. Things started to fall apart before my eyes. I couldn't see another way out but to run.
The plague that turned her into the mother of demons?
No, this was something else, but cut from the same cloth. Her mother was no longer the woman I knew. The sister I had fought alongside for centuries. She was gone.
I have never heard you talk this way before, Sarah.
It's hard to walk the grounds here without churning up so many old memories. Maybe now you understand why I don't venture out here that often anymore.
were not affected by the plague?
We were all affected, whether we were among the sick or not. I'm sure there was a time when Mother and I both would have just as soon joined the dead than continue to watch the villagers suffer.
I cannot imagine you ever reaching that point.
Lilith may have been the most skilled herbalist in the New World. I saw her perform near miracles with the potions she concocted from the plants in her garden. She was consumed by the idea of finding a cure.
But she never found one.
No, despite her efforts, nothing ever worked.
I can see how that would be a dark time for both of you.
With darker times still to come.
Thank you, Sarah. Your timing may need work, but I appreciate the honesty.
Anything for you, Hunter. Anything.
If only it were always this easy to bring a family together. Tell me about my father.
Believe it or not, you could thank your father for those good looks of yours. There is a striking resemblance.
I only have the faintest memory of him. What was he like?
He was honest, a working man, you could say, authentic. Of course, I still didn't like him, but that wasn't really his fault. I'm old enough to admit that now.
But he loved my mother.
He loved her, and she was smitten with him. As the story goes, they were happy together. For a time.
Until I came along.
You were an unexpected gift, but a welcome one. Your father was very proud.
I wish I could talk with him now.
I know that feeling all too well, kiddo. You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.